Okay, guys, so I did set up this question, off camera and so on, so it could be easier for me to solve it because organized notes are the best notes. But let's jump into this question. It says the last store listed is also selling 28 ounces of cans of baked beans for $1.40 each. How does the price compare to the other prices? So we're not longer comparing prices to the quantity of cans. We're now looking at the ounces, okay? So I'm going to say this disclaimer. I am using my calculator for this. You guys can use your calculator at home as well, or you can use the calculator that's available on the computer screen. But I am going to use my calculator to solve these problems, okay? So what I'm going to do is I've already have it set up to where I'm comparing the price, comparing it to the ounces. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out how much does 1 ounce of beans cost. Now I know that may seem ridiculous, but I could bring it down to how many ounces does one can of beans, how much does 1 ounce of beans cost per store, then I can see the difference. Now you also can do comparing the prices. You can also compare the prices, but since I did that in the last question, I'm going to challenge myself to compare the ounces this time and not the prices. So since I'm comparing the prices, I want to get this down, or each one down, to where it says 1 ounce. So here's my ratio. I have it set up to where it's going to say 1 ounce. So I'm setting up my ratio, and I'm setting it up to where each one is going to say 1 ounce. Okay, so now for each one, I'm going to figure out, well, what do I have to divide this by to get 15 to 1? So just like the last question, is anytime you divide a number by itself, it's going to make it turn into 1. And whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So I'm doing that for each one. I'm dividing the ounces by, or the quantity of ounces by itself. And whatever I do to one side, I want to do to the other side. Okay? So those all cancel out and turn to 1. But now here comes the real math work, which, remember, I'm using my calculator. So it's going to be 7,500 divided by 15. And I should get 5 cents per ounce. So $1 divided by 15 is going to be, and I'm going to round that up because it is a repeating decimal, but I'm going to say about 7 cents per ounce. The next one is $1.50 divided by 15, and this is going to be 10 cents per ounce. The next one is going to be 80 cents divided by 15, and I'm getting another repeating decimal, but this one, the number that's repeating is kind of small, so it's going to be about, which this one, it kind of, we're going to we could round it up. If this was a retailer, they would round it up to 6. Okay, so we could put the little squiggly lines, so about 6. It's not a perfect 5. So about 6 cents. Because this is the 3 was the number that was repeating. Okay, so let's look at the last one, which I'm going to rewrite my ratio because I didn't like the way it looked. And I'm going to divide $1.40 divided by 28. And I should get exactly 5 cents per ounce. What do you notice about any of them? Does any of them have anything in common? Does any one of them have anything in common? If you said that store A, which is right here, and store E had the same a unit price per ounce, you are absolutely correct. The reason why I can't say D or store D is because it had that repeating 3. That 3 could continue to repeat. So it should have said that the last store's 28-ounce can for $1.40 is the same price per ounce as the first store 15 ounces can for 75 cents, because, and it's going to say 75 cents divided by 15 is 5 cents, and $1.40 divided by 28 is 5 cents as well. So just keep in mind, guys, if you guys did not understand this lesson, remember to always visit your manager session so they could elaborate on this lesson, give their feedback, and so on. Or you could also rewatch this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you guys in my next lesson.